Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BCW Anarchy here in Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. As we have a jam-packed night for you tonight with Commander versus Javon Evans, two high flyers going at it for one purpose, and that is the BCW Continental Championship in the first round of the tournament. Who will come out on top? We'll find out soon enough. Back here live in Anarchy for one reason and one reason only, the opening contest of tonight's festivities, as Commander is looking to make a huge statement here tonight in this BCW first round tournament matchup, as he's a luchador that can do extraordinary things that you wouldn't see out of most high-flying luchadors of his style. But you can't really count out the young and up-and-coming NXT young blood Javon Evans. But this occasion right here is significant for both competitors in this match. But can Commander show up against this man? That man is only known for getting bouncy. That man is known to be one of the youngest world champions in the independents. Javon Evans has reached BCW Anarchy territory. The fans are on their feet because they know they've seen potential. They've seen a bright future in this man. So many times and so many occasions this man was close to becoming NXT champion. So many opportunities have passed him by, but he has never made them stop who he is and what his goals and aspirations are in this wrestling world. As this could be the biggest start and leap into becoming BCW Continental Champion, the youngest Continental Champion, the young OG. Javon Evans could make a huge statement here tonight. It's do or die, rise or fall. Javon, Commander, in the opening bout here tonight, and we're underway. Here we go, and immediately, smart thinking there by Commander, taking out the legs, as Javon Evans does have that height advantage over Commander. So you can clearly tell it's a real collar and elbow tie up here, immediately by Commander, initiated into a waistlock there. Nice movement here from Commander, showing that tenacious side of him, able to keep Javon Evans at bay for the moment here, but this time, Evans able to counter. That young OG experience, that elusiveness that Javon carries in most of his matches here, coming into play against Commander. And that time Commander counters back, and it's a big time moonsault, following up after the knee back press cover here to get Javon out early, but this time it's not gonna work. You need to do a lot more in order to take out someone as resilient and, oh my goodness, filled with energy as Javon Evans. That man can go on for a very long time in the ring, and we've seen it time and time again throughout NXT, whether it's the main shows or the pay-per-views. This man can do it all. This man can do extraordinary things just like Commander. That time, once again, that little bit of a stalling there from Javon Evans just cost him a little bit. And once again, Commander just taking advantage and taking what he can get out of this exchange here. And that time, Javon is able to counter. Huge power bomb, Liger bomb, if you will, and a kick out by Commander. Not after that, he's barely moving after that kick out. You gotta wonder if the ropes came into play there, as he was close in on the ropes there, as Commander is able to counter that roundhouse kick. And the cover here, back press once again, kick out, that time again by Javon. These two thus far have shown that they are so evenly matched within the confines of this ring, which is what makes this match so interesting from the bell. As Javon Evans once again takes down Commander, not for long though, as Commander gets sat right back down with a super kick. Javon Evans once more, maybe looking to follow up with a DDT, and that connects, spiking Commander around the crown of his head. As Javon Evans moving with a lot of momentum right now in the favor. Oh, wait a minute, that time looking for something there, but nobody in the pool, and that time again slipping on the ropes, and Commander takes advantage. Slip-ups and screw-ups like that can really cost you a match, and I don't think Evans really wants that right now to be in the favor of Commander, as Evans slowly stirring back up to his feet, able to counter Commander there. And oh my goodness, right there is a big opening for Evans here. Wait a minute, I'm looking at the ropes, might be looking for an OG cutter, but he lifted to the back of them. Let's look at this. Commander spinning him around town into a head scissors takeover. And right there, oh, wait a minute. Oh, nice movement there. A little bit of a counter roll through into a super kick right to the back of the head of Commander. As Javon takes full advantage of Commander there, he takes him out to the outside. And now Javon might be looking to go bouncy a little bit off the ropes. And here we go over the top rope with a plancha. Evans once more proves the statement of expect the unexpected. He truly redefines himself every single time he steps into the ring, and he might be looking to close out Commander's hopes of advancing in the tournament here. Big Hurricane Rana holds both legs, cover here to advance, and a kick out again. Well, the question is now, how much more can Commander take of this overwhelming offense that Javon is inflicting on to Commander? And now, right now, Javon is not stepping off the gas pedal. That man is not letting anything by anymore. Here comes Commander trying to fight back. Huge drop kick off the ropes goes Javon. Now Javon hit hard on the floor. That unforgiving, nothing but little padding on that floor on outside the ring there. As Javon's able to counter, trying to get himself away, trying to free up some space to potentially get some more offense, trying to use the environment around him. Look at this. Watch out, fans. Oh, my goodness. And a boot right to the side of the face of Commander. And once again, Javon getting him back inside the ring. Might be looking to set up a huge move here from the springboard. Big-time clothesline. Vintage Javon Evans, if you will. This man is still young, but he be pulling out these vintage moves and moves that he's been known for. Here he comes off the top rope with an OG cutter. Though he's taking a little bit of time to get to the cover, isn't enough though. Back press. No, not just yet for Commander. Putting that shoulder up, showing that he has a little bit more life left in the tank. But once again, Evans just trying to be the aggressor, not trying to let Commander get any sort of offense in. Not this late into the match. But right now, Commander is achieving at that with a Russian leg sweep, taking down Javon. Once again, Evans on the defensive for the moment, but that time, Evans able to counter. Brings him into the corner here with a lot of force behind it and a big elbow. Moves like that can really knock the daylights out of you and damn near take you out. And Javon Evans, once again, not giving up here. And he wants to really prove himself in this tournament. He wants to be a part of the best of the best. And here we go. Off the top of the big-time frog splash. You might just want to call that a 5-star. Into the cover. Off the frog splash and a kick out. Once again, barely. Just barely getting out. And once again, Evans pushing to be that aggressor. But Commander not giving up any hope. Mexican Destroyer. Cover. Off the Destroyer. No, and Evans again. Pushing through. Just like Commander has been doing. And once again, Commander now. Commander just pushing. Here, he's just trying to use everything he has left in the tank. A huge German suplex. Laying on the back of his neck is Javon. And once again, Commander now. Here we go off the top. No, my looking for his double stomp. Able to counter. Big drop kick right to the arm. Commander still up on his feet, but that time, Evans dropping him with a huge combination of strikes. Here we go. Evans off the ropes. Drops down. What's he having in store here? Whoa. Evans got the foot. Oh, and that time he uses the other leg into a big time heel kick, excuse me. It's now Evans once more using anything he can to his advantage. Big time knee lift off the ropes. And now, big time drop kick right across the chin. Right on target there. Evans off the middle rope with a frog splash. As we said before, time and time again, that boy can get bouncy. Big time spinning splash. Cover. Is that it? And it is. Javon is advancing to the semifinals, which means that he will face Switchblade Jay White. But whoa, what do we have here? Commander. I'll be looking to show us some sign of respect here. Javon answers right back and gives him that respect. One hell of a performance from both competitors here in the opening match of BCW Anarchy. And that's what we like to see, a little bit of respect from both Young OG and a really highly experienced luchador and Commander. But as the night moves on here, we have more tournament implications here tonight as Gallus and the Good Brothers 2-on-2 tag team action for the BCW World Tag Team Championship Tournament. Who will end up on top is what we're just gonna have to find out next. We are back here live for BCW Anarchy in the second match of the night between the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson. The original, the only club that matters between the two of them. Though there is one member missing, it doesn't entirely matter because these two have been one of the OGs of the Bullet Club. The elite, if you will. These guys have seen it all in Japan. The independents have gone on to won various tag team championships in that time. Have a lot of experience together. And there's a reason why they're called the Good Brothers. They have stick together through thick and thin. Through the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. But can these two make a big, huge statement, as I said before, tonight in this tag team title tournament? In the final match of the first round, as it raises a bunch of stakes. It raises a lot of questions, a lot of eyebrows, if you will. And seeing who can really show up and show out in this final match of the first round for the tag team titles. And once again, teams like the Good Brothers, teams like the Gallus Boys, they know what it's like to hold tag team gold. They know what it's like to be under the bright lights. They know what it's like to have that pressure put upon them. But it's all about who wants it more. Gallus have shown time and time again, whether it's in NXT UK, whether it's in NXT in general, they've shown time and time again that under pressure, they consume that pressure. They make the pressure theirs and they carve it into something bigger and brighter for themselves, whether it's for Joe Coffey, whether it's for Mark, and whether it's for Wolfgang. All three members of Gallus have made it their point and priority to make it known to everybody that Gallus will always be on top. But can they prove that statement tonight against the Good Brothers? 2-on-2 for, I believe, the first time. A lot of first time encounters in these tournaments, which makes it very interesting. And right now, we just only can see what happens here. Mark Coffey and Carl Anderson starting off, we're underway. Anderson here right off the bat here with a few heavy strikes right to Coffey, taking him down for the moment. As Coffey once again using that size to his advantage. And once again, takes down Carl Anderson with authority. Yes, once more, Mark Coffey luring in that heavy strikes and heavy artillery that he is known for. And look at this. Here we go. This early into the matchup with all these heavy grapples, with all these powerful moves, taking down Anderson here. I don't think Gallows really wants to see Anderson down and out this early into the match, as that's a huge sign of bad things to come if you're Gallows and Anderson. You don't want to have a man that is weakened off the bat You want to at least keep one of the men healthy. You want to keep each other healthy and keep each other stable. As Wolfgang tagged into the match, and now right in front of Gallows' face, in front of his very eyes, Wolfgang just relentless in his assault, stomps right to the chest region of Anderson. As if I'm Gallows, I'm reaching out my arms right now looking for a tag. I don't know what Gallows is doing right now. He's just idly by here looking at Anderson just getting pummeled here. So I think he knows he's got something, but right there for the moment, I thought we would never see a tag from Anderson and Gallows, but here we go. Tag made to Gallows here off the middle rope with a big double axe handle right to the back. I'm glad that Anderson got out of there quickly as he did, trying to keep himself at bay for the moment, trying to rest off as Gallows can take over and deal with most of the work here. So he goes for a little bit of a submission here, trying to wear down the more energetic and the more fierce Wolfgang of Gallows here. I don't think that worked out in his favor here. Big shot to the midsection, and now he's in enemy territory once again, just like how Carl Anderson was not too long ago. As, oh my goodness, sent hard into the turnbuckles, sent inside out, upside down. That is not a good position to be in. And Mark Coffey is not helping out either, as once again, Gallows is trying to fight back, showing that heart against a really big task in Gallows here. It's a tag made to Anderson. Now Anderson just got tagged out. Now he's back in the fray here. I don't know if that was a smart decision, but yeah, I'm not in the shoes of the Good Brothers, excuse me. But oh my goodness, I would only hope. Oh my jeez. I would only hope that Anderson got as much rest on the outside as he did, because for most of this match and for how hard they are hitting right now, Coffey and Wolfgang are not looking to step off the gas pedal and may be looking to decimate Carl Anderson, as he's been weakened for the most part. And this exchange here is a big-time net breaker. A huge opening for Anderson this far into the matchup. And now, right now, I'd be looking to dish out a little bit of Mark Coffey's own medicine with that big knee lift. So tag made to Gallows, a little bit of a smart decision there. Or actually a big decision by Anderson. Is Gallows once again. Gallows showing no signs of giving up here, giving up any hope to the Good Brothers and advancing in this tournament. But they're going to have to get over the hump, which is the Gallows boys. And right now, Anderson and Gallows might be looking to kick up a notch, kick up their game to another level. Big time tag team offense by Anderson and Gallows. Top rope for Anderson here, but no. Wolfgang able to get to the tag in time. 1 minute. That time, Anderson was able to get to Wolfgang earlier than Wolfgang already was to the tag, but surprisingly enough, Wolfgang back on the offense for the moment, able to push back the catch of the boot there by Anderson on the shoulders here with a big time wasteland. And just like that, the momentum shift from Anderson to Wolfgang is completely up to Wolfgang. Here's a big time uppercut. Back and forth non-stop action, if you will, from both teams here. And I don't know who's really going to get the upper hand or the high ground, if you will. It's right now, Wolfgang again, just weakening Anderson every single move. But again, Anderson is not giving up. And again, that leg is affecting him here. You see how he was gingerly limping over to the corner to tag Gallows. But Gallows, once again, showing that he is the fresher competitor. He has had a lot of time to reassess some things on the outside in the corner. And again, Anderson being tagged into the match. I don't know what's going on and what's the game plan here from both Anderson and Gallows, but it's not a smart one. Let me tell you, as Wolfgang once again just making it a big clear sign that Anderson is not the best competitor to be tagged into the matchup here. Tag made right back to Mark Coffey here. Now we're again throwing Anderson right into the corner. Now here comes a big time move here. What a big time slam there by Mark Coffey, but that time Gallows able to break things up. And now Coffey wants a piece of Gallows, but that time Gallows is able to counter, giving Anderson some time and maybe a glimpse of hope. But oh my goodness, sent hard right out off the ropes there, excuse me, is Gallows. But now once more Anderson is in huge trouble, like for most of this match he has been. And just like that, it might just be ball game. Mark Coffey playing exquisite defense, and that's it. As I really couldn't tell you what the game plan was for the Good Brothers as Gallows gets dumped on his back on the apron. But what I can tell you is that once again the Gallows boys prove why they are definitely on top. But as we move on though, we gotta move on to bigger and brighter things as Tegan Nox and Candice LeRae, they'll go one-on-one in the BCW Women's Continental Championship Tournament. Who will advance? Find out next. Back here live on Anarchy once more for another big high-stakes match between the Poison Pixie, Candice LeRae, and versus Tegan Nox. And just like around, I'd say, a couple weeks prior to this exchange here between LeRae and Tegan Nox, we had Dakota Kai beat Tatum Paxley to advance in the tournament. And then just around last week, we had Billy Starks beat the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria to advance her way into the semifinals. But who out of these two women will advance and make their way into potential championship stardom? As Candice LeRae has found herself in many situations, in big-time situations like this, for championship gold, but she hasn't found as much success as she would like to have. But she is a former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. She knows what it's like to hold gold, whether in NXT and WWE in general. But this is BCW. This is a different landscape, which is able to help grow opportunities for a variety of stars in the making, or stars right now, or veterans. But speaking of stars, Tegan Nox is in the house here in BCW Anarchy, making her debut for BCW, as she's found a lot of success, but not as much success as she would hope for in NXT in the main roster at WWE. But here could be a huge stepping stone, a huge pedestal to get her to the top of the mountain here in BCW. She could become the first ever BCW Women's Continental Champion, because that holds a lot of weight to it. That holds a lot of significance to it if you think about it. And right now, Tegan Nox and Candice LeRae would love to add that to their resume. So here we go, one-on-one. We're underway. Here's a big-time chop. Let's look at that. Oh, I'm looking for a springboard there from the bottom rope. But at that time, Tegan Nox able to counter there. Ooh, drop kick to the back there by LeRae. These two exchanging strikes in the early goings of this matchup, but LeRae's able to take advantage there. She's been in the game for a very long time. She's been known to have a lot of success, like I said before, from her NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, and has had many matches with the likes of Io Sky, former NXT Women's Champion and currently the Women's World Champion, and done in WWE. But right now, LeRae, I don't think she's focused on that. She's focused on becoming number one. She's focused on becoming the inaugural BCW Women's Continental Champion. As I would assume the same for Tegan Nox, as Nox once again changing it in the course and changing the tide of, oh my goodness, Candice LeRae throwing her right across the ring and just taking her outside the ring that time. And now LeRae responding back with Hurricane Rana, taking down Tegan, but not for a long time there. Not enough for a 3-second count, not even a 1 count there. And now Nox back up to her feet. So look at that. changing the course of the match once again for LeRae. Cover there, hooking the leg, not for a 2 count there. Not enough for a 2 count, I should say, as now Nox not letting go, not letting LeRae get any sort of breathing room. Not away from Nox. There's a huge uppercut right underneath the jaw. As it's moves like that can really change the complexion of a match within a moment's notice, as Tegan Nox has the fans on their feet with a huge crossbody up the middle rope. Taking down the Poison Pixie into the cover. Will it be enough, though? And a kick out, though, by LeRae. LeRae is not one to back down so easily. She's not one to lose that much momentum that easily, especially early into a matchup. But right now, Nox is on her A game right now. I think she was going to the ropes there, but she stopped herself. Oh, and that time, LeRae gets stopped right in her tracks by Nox. Nox once again laying in the heavy leather, laying in the strikes, not letting LeRae escape for anything. Again, in the corner here. Here we go, Nox. That time lands an uppercut again. Not letting LeRae escape her grasp once more. Here we go. Has her up and down with a choke slam. Into the cover again. Back press for the win to advance, and a kick out again by LeRae. How much more is the big question. How much more can LeRae take in this matchup, as she has taken a lot of damage in the later stages of this matchup? Here's LeRae still showing signs of light. LeRae now back up to her feet. Might have been looking for a springboard move there, but wait a minute. She just stole the shiniest wizard away from Tegan Nox, excuse me. But Nox, oh my goodness, right up to her feet immediately after that, and it looked like it barely even phased her. She took it like a champ that time, as LeRae might be looking to follow up as she has Nox dazed and confused after that shiniest wizard. As now look at that, big time hit toss by LeRae. LeRae now off the springboard with a frog splash. A chain of maneuvers here from LeRae. Now holding off the gas pedal. Once again, big time frog splash. Turning her body in midair in the process, and now might be looking to add a little bit more fuel to the fire. Wicked step sister. That curb stomp right to the head. Cover for the win to advance. Not yet. Tegan Nox is not giving up just yet. Candice LeRae here. Oh, I'm looking for a big move there. When Tegan, again gets caught with a calf kick by LeRae. As you would have thought that Nox would have had a little bit more breathing room to do something, but that time, LeRae might be looking to pay homage to her husband, Johnny Gargano, with that Gargano escape attempt. But again, Nox too close to the ropes. Big shot to the face. Chop. Oh, and a headbutt right into the chest of LeRae. That one connected in a super kick. And we might be looking at the beginning of the end here for Candice LeRae. Stirring back up to her feet. Tegan Nox lying in wait for the shiniest wizard. That one is the authentic version, and that is ball game. Tegan Nox advances in the tournament. Really valiant effort from Candice LeRae. Can't really take anything away from her, as we've seen many times in this tournament, as Tegan Nox looking to extend the hand of respect, but Candice LeRae not taking anything from that match, but some grievance and disrespect to Tegan Nox. Wow. But now we have to move on to another intense one-on-one encounter between the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, and the NXT North American Champion, Absolute Ricky Saints, who will move on to the semifinals. It all goes down live next. Back here live on Anarchy for a very intense final first round match in the BCW Continental Championship Tournament between two highly acclaimed, highly regarded competitors on NXT and the main roster of WWE, and that includes the Mad Dragon, the Tsar, Ilya Dragunov, former NXT champion, former NXT UK champion, might be looking to add the BCW Continental Championship to that resume as well. As you can tell, Ilya has a different look on his face. He's determined. He has that killer instinct that makes him such an absolute game-changing competitor inside the squared circle. For many years, he has upgraded his game. He has made his claim to fame to being one of the most hard-hitting strikers, one of the most just tenacious wrestlers for his class in NXT, or in the independents, or in WXW even. But now, we're in a different landscape. Like I said before, we're in BCW, the land of brutality. And right now, Ilya Dragunov is stepping into the fire. He's stepping into the flames. And right now, he's going up against a fellow former NXT native, if you will, in the NXT North American champion, the absolute NXT North American champion, I should say, Ricky Saints. Tonight is a really big opportunity for Ricky. Same with Ilya. One of these men could go on to the semis and make history. Whether it's Ricky becoming Ricky Two Belts, whether it's Ilya going on to the triple threat match against Mike Bailey and Charlie Dempsey, which we need to figure out a winner here tonight between Ricky Saints and Ilya Dragunov to see who will go on to that already stacked triple threat match between Mike Bailey and Charlie Dempsey. And one of those wins were controversial as it is, but hopefully there won't be any controversial mishaps here tonight between Ricky Saints and Ilya Dragunov. This will be hard-hitting. This will be brutal. This won't be for the faint of heart. One-on-one, here we go. We are underway between Ilya and Ricky. These two men undoubtedly have a point to prove tonight. They definitely want to move on. They definitely want to make their claim in this tournament. And right now, Ricky Saints having the upper hand over Ilya, which is kind of shocking enough considering how Ilya likes to just dwell on these types of situations here in the Collar Noble Child here. A little bit of chain wrestling, if you will, between Ilya and Ricky. Now Saints once again breaking out of it with a little bit of a jawbreaker. And once again, Collar Noble Child to Ilya. Now look at that. Pushes him away there. The just core strength of Ilya can overpower any man. We've seen it with heavyweights, super heavyweights. And now once again, Ilya able to just march his way through and just boot the living hell out of Ricky. I don't know how the hell he kicked out of that. But that time Ilya is always able to be one step ahead, always able to just think twice as hard as most competitors. And right now, Ricky Saints needs to find a way to rebound here, come back against not Ricky Saints, but not himself, but Ilya Dragunov. As once again, Ilya pushes him off, was looking for a little bit of a leapfrog. Just sees him run across the ropes there, as he just knew that he was just baiting him in that time. As Ilya, that gritty style of his, always looking to just find the weaknesses and then point them out. Especially with Ricky Saints still trying to get used to how things work around here, whether in WWE or in BCW. And now Ilya Dragunov might be looking to do the same against his adversary here tonight. And Ricky Saints, nobody to mess with. especially, oh, wait a minute, oh, I'm looking for a little bit of a combination there, but that time Ilya was able to counter. But as I was saying, that time, he's been trying to really elevate his game, and for this match, you really need to elevate your style, elevate your work rate, your move set against someone as just deadly, someone as crazy as Ilya Dragunov. It's this man. He's not afraid of taking any punches, taking any hits. He's a durable man. He's fought up against beasts inside the squared circle, but now he has to face someone like Ricky. Big time DDT, tornado DDT off the middle rope, cover for the win here, potentially no, and a kick out by Dragunov. And now Ricky, once again, oh my, looking for something big there, but that time with a big time counter by Dragunov, able to keep Ricky back. And once more, Dragunov might be looking to gain a head of steam here. Big time clothesline and another one. Just pummeling Ricky in the corner. And if you're in Ricky's shoes, you have to wonder, what does it take to beat someone like the Mad Dragon? What does it take to get on the same level and wavelength as Ilya Dragunov? Because many people have tried, and a majority have failed to find a solution to take down Ilya Dragunov. But you know what they say? They call Ricky Saints the Revolution. And the revolution will be televised. But can we see a big-time revolution, or should I say revelation, if Ricky Saints can pull off a huge win over Ilya here tonight? But it's not looking like that's going to happen if Ilya is still going to pummel Ricky like this. Big-time face wash in the corner, covered by Dragunov, and once again, Ricky powers out. Dragunov definitely keeping his eye on Ricky Saints, trying to keep a close range fight between him and Saints here, and now has him on the top rope. This isn't good if you're Ricky or Ilya. Oh my goodness, and an exploder off the top. The fans here in Orlando are loving every single bit of it, and it's about to get worse, and it might get better for Ilya. Torpedo Moscow. Enter the cover to advance. Not just yet. Ricky powers out. And like I said, it's going to get worse here if Ricky keeps on letting these things happen. Wait a minute. Colorado will tie up there. Wait a second. Ricky firing up here. Big shot to Ilya, and I think he might be looking for a little bit of a standoff here of strikes. I don't know who's getting the better of it. I don't know. I really can't tell. Ricky Saints just eats a huge left, and he eats a right by Ilya with authority there. My God. And now Ilya, I don't think you want to get into a strike battle with him. And that time, Ricky Saints able to answer with a drop kick. And now, right now, if I'm Ricky Saints, I'm not letting up. I'm not letting any sort of breathing room to Ilya, because that man can snap in an instant. But right now, Ilya's down and out, and Ricky Saints is going to take advantage. Big time elbow drop. Targeting the back here. And that's a smart decision. He sees a weak spot, he's going to target it. And now Ricky pulling out all the stops here. Big time elbow drop. Right to the heart. 3 shots right to the heart is what you probably may need if you are Ricky Saints. And a big shot to the face again, turning him inside out. And right now, Ricky is in a bad part of town. Ilya might be looking to follow suit. Wait a minute, referee. Whoa! The referee got in the way of Ilya, and he inadvertently went to the ropes to check on Ricky, but he got the blunt end of the stick there as Dragunov went for a wrecking ball dropkick and connected to Ricky. But that time he connected to the referee as well. Big time power bomb. And right now Ilya might be looking to send Ricky packing back to NXT. But Ilya is looking to dish out more punishment. He's not looking for the finish here. He wants to pour out a lot of that anger That frustration of not being able to get Ricky down for the count with that torpedo Moscow earlier. But I don't think Ricky cares at all. Rochambeau out of desperation cover on Ilya to put him away. But the referee from earlier in a kick out. The referee being tired and groggy, that costed him. That definitely costed Ricky Saints probably a big win there. Had the referee not get taken out earlier with that drop kick. That inverted drop kick. That, oh my goodness, Ricky Saints didn't even know that. I don't even think he was aware of it. But now Ilya seizing the opportunity one more time. Going to the BCW faithful for some energy. Torpedo Moscow one more time. And he might be looking for the finishing touches on this match with an H-bomb. Right to the throat. The collarbone. Back press. 2 count, and that's it. He got him. Ilya Dragunov is headed to the triple threat match in the semifinals against Mike Bailey and Charlie Dempsey. And that is bound to be one hell of a match between 3 amazing competitors, but that is in the distant yet near future for Ilya Dragunov. But now we are in the present day, and we are going to focus on the co-main event of the evening between Naomi and the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo in a first-round match for the BCW Women's World Championship. Get ready, because it's going to be a crazy battle. We're back here live on Anarchy for the co-main event of the evening between the virtuosa, one of the most influential and, pun intended, impactful women's champions in the Knockouts division, Deonna Purrazzo. Though she hasn't found much success recently, this tournament is always up for new opportunities. This is always up for big challenges. And Naomi and Deonna have a lot of history between one another. I mean, hey, former Knockouts champions between the both of them. One of them has a really upstarting big personality that can carry a lot of weight. And then another is always looking to up her status. Always looking to up her overall just aura, if you will, in Deonna Purrazzo. But right now, she's got to focus on feeling the glow as Naomi, the light in the darkness, has shown up to get what's hers in this tournament. What the hell is this? The caution tape across the... Oh, what is this? I mean, I didn't really expect this from Naomi at all. I mean, we know what she's been like up to recently, but I didn't think that she would bring this to BCW by any chance. I know that she had some differentiated and cryptic words in the trailer for BCW, which you could check out. But I didn't really expect this much of a change of pace for Naomi. I'm kind of shocked. Speechless, if anything. But again, Naomi has found so much success, whether it's in WWE or in TNA. Made a name for herself as the star of the Knockouts division. But now it's about proceeding with caution with how people view Naomi now. Because Naomi has felt like she's been betrayed by her closest of friends, people that she called siblings and sisters more than anything. But now it's only in her world now. It's all in Naomi's mind. It's nothing really of the sort to really imagine what she's going through. But I mean, this new look and new attitude is kind of tripping me out a little bit. It's making me fumble over my words here. I don't know what to think of it, but we can only see what happens in this matchup between Deonna and Naomi, who will advance in the BCW Women's World Championship Tournament. So we are underway in this contest, and now hidden often and hidden hard is Deonna Purrazzo in the early goings of this match. And once again, just proving my statement to be true as Deonna Purrazzo just getting under Naomi's skin early. So I'm still kind of flabbergasted with this whole new look and big time drop kick there by Naomi. Naomi ended the cover early here to put Deonna away, and I think the referee was taking a little bit of his time there on that count. I don't know if he's still phased by that drop kick earlier to the back of the head by Ilya Dragunov, but I don't really know what to think of that, but a big time Hurricane Rana taking down the Virtuosa. And right now, Naomi showing a very different and aggressive side to this new facade, this new, I guess you could say, phase of Naomi. I don't really think it's a phase anymore, but Naomi definitely has been the more of the aggressor in this matchup thus far. Oh, big shot to the back here. That split leg drop there right to the heart of Deonna Purrazzo. So I'm still fumbling over my words over the mere fact that Naomi is not glowing. She ain't shining. I guess she just said screw the glow and proceed with caution. And I think right now Deonna Purrazzo, she must be not even phased by it. She's attacking Naomi at will here. She's been trying to get some revenge, I assume, from her days in TNA against Naomi. Big shot to the face here. And now here comes Naomi firing on all cylinders with the afterglow effect right to the chest of Purrazzo. The cover off the rapid fire kicks. She calls the afterglow effect, like I said before. Big kick out though by Purrazzo. It's again kick to the midsection there. Once again, Purrazzo able to turn things around in her favor, but not for long, as Naomi firing off on all cylinders here. As Naomi definitely, I think she just wants to kickstart something bigger for her career. And if she needs to go to different lengths and different heights to do so, I wouldn't blame her, but a sharp kick to the elbow, it looked like, of Naomi. Kind of putting her aside as Purrazzo. Let's think about what it could do for her to become the inaugural BCW Women's World Champion. That's not even a one count for Naomi. This grotesque look on the face is a big shot to the face by Purrazzo. Wait a minute, whoa, small package here. Cover by Purrazzo only for a one count. Not gonna get Naomi down so easily. And Purrazzo should really know about that. So now here we go, the elbows right to the chest, right to the heart region of Naomi. So aggressive here in the early goings from both women. And looks like Purrazzo's trying to persevere and not trying to let oh my goodness, not trying to let Naomi just sideline any of her motives here in this matchup, and that's to move on and go into bigger and brighter things here. But Naomi is absolutely just changed the game here in many more ways than one, as she just spikes Purrazzo face first right on the canvas with authority there with the head scissors takeover. Now, oh, wait a minute, I might be looking for something there, but that time Purrazzo able to counter for counter from both women here. Naomi shots to the leg, side kicks right to the back of the leg. There might have been the hamstring with a big time stunner. A little bit of old Naomi moves there coming into play there. Cover on Purrazzo for the win and a kick out by Deonna. And once again, Deonna has to definitely be a little bit, I guess you could say, distracted by this new wave for Naomi to just carry herself around, and it's truly been that much of a distractor for me. I don't really know how to feel about Naomi's current way of, oh my goodness, of carrying herself. And I mean, she's doing a lot of justice for herself in this matchup here. So here we go. Wait a minute. Oh, tilt-a-whirl Fujiwara armbar. What a maneuver there by Purrazzo into an armbar. The Fujiwara armbar to possibly take out Naomi here. No. Naomi still feeling the effects of that. Oh, that boot right to the elbow earlier, but She got out of the Fujiwara armbar. That would have been it if that would have been held on earlier. But now Naomi looking to step up her game here. Oh my God. Shot out of a cannon with the Irish whip right into the corner. Sending Purrazzo hard. Back first into the corner. And then once again, with authority. And now Naomi will be looking to put the finishing touches on this match here. Big Hurricane run off the top rope. Naomi has been truly showing that maybe change is good. And it might be just good for her, and it might be benefiting her in the long run. As here we go. Sends Purrazzo right to the outside. Might be looking for the heat seeker. Spiking Purrazzo head first on the canvas. And it might be game over. And here we go. Submission hold locked in. Is Purrazzo gonna tap? She has nowhere to go. It's completely body scissored out of her mind. Your big tap out, and that's it. Naomi's advancing in the BCW Women's World Championship Tournament. A valiant effort by Deonna Purrazzo, but this new, drastically improved Naomi is out for blood. But we can't really focus on Naomi for much longer, as we have one hell of a main event to contest between the Bastard Pac and Samoa Joe. It's the final first round match for the BCW World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Who will come out on top? Find out next. We are back here live for your main event of the evening. Thank you to everybody who has stuck around for the long run, for the long haul, because you got the Samoan submission machine, one of the baddest, most dangerous men on the planet of professional wrestling. Samoa Joe walks the ramp, if you will, of BCW Anarchy for the first time. And it probably won't be the last time, win, lose, or draw, to Pac. But now, Samoa Joe, I don't think he would want nothing more than to take out one of the Death Riders in Pac tonight. Put a little bit of a stain into Jon Moxley. I think that would be a really big dish to serve out to each one of the Death Riders by taking out one of their men with malice, force, and complete destruction, as that's what Samoa Joe is most known for. But you can never count out a bastard. You can never count out the inaugural AEW International Champion, a former AEW World Trios Champion, the Bastard Pac. Once was a man that gravity forgot. Once was a man that defined the Altitude Era. Once upon a time was considered a next WWE World Champion, but all he was given was the NXT Championship and a Cruiserweight Championship. But that has left a stain, that has left a mark of disdain on Pac ever since then. And now he's looking for nothing but blood. He is here not only to support himself, but I'd assume the Death Riders. But right now, I don't think Pac really cares about the Death Riders. He doesn't really care about anything else but advancing in this tournament. He's been put in this tournament for a specific reason. I don't know if it's Jon Moxley's influence. I don't know if it's the Death Riders' influence in general. But you would have to think that he is doing this for a specific reason. But nonetheless, we are here for a main event. We are here for a fight. No more bickering. One-on-one. We are underway. Pac, off to a really great start here, taking down Samoa Joe with a sliding baseball kick. No, wait, that time didn't catch up with the moonsault. Samoa Joe, you're not going to take down Samoa Joe that easily. You might be able to knock him down a peg, but you're not going to take down the entire man that he is. Not in an instant notice. That's not how Samoa Joe works around here. A big time boot to the face. And look at the weight of Samoa Joe. already on display. The agility that this man has is absolutely bar none, just just defying the laws of physics, man. Every single time he goes in the ring. It's a big time clothesline there, taking down the bastard. As Pac definitely needs to find a way to rebound here, as he's already being taken to another degree of just beat down here by Joe. And that is not good. This is you are Pac. As right now, Joe already into a cover here, having the upper hand against the bastard in a kick out. Once more in this matchup is another level of just destruction. Like I said before, Samoa Joe's on another league of his own. Even with Shibata and Will Hobbs by his side and the Ops looking to take out the Death Riders for good, along with Swerve Strickland on AEW. But this ain't AEW. You hopefully don't need to worry about the Death Riders. All you need to worry about is this World Heavyweight Championship tournament and finding some way to flourish in some way, make a statement. And right now, Pac might be looking to make a statement of his own, taking out Samoa Joe. Now, look at that. He's just mocking Joe. He's just making Joe trying to get up to his feet. He wants more. Pac wants the Samoan submission machine. He wants the man that was a complete destroyer for decades, whether in TNA or WWE, in a big boot right to the face of Pac, turning him inside out. Similar to what Ilya Dragunov did to Ricky Saints earlier on in the show, is what Samoa Joe is doing, but 10 times harder and more powerful. Samoa Joe once more just adding more fuel to the fire, adding more pressure to Pac. As here comes Joe. Back elbow into the Enziguri's vintage Joe combination there. That is just bread and butter for him. And there he goes again with a big single leg drop kick. The agility that this man possesses is absolutely insane, but that time Pac is able to get out early. But I don't think it's a smart decision. If you are Pac in this situation, if you are the bastard, if you are the man that is known for doing anything, and I mean anything, to get ahead in any match or any capacity. But now it's Pac looking to trade some shots with Samoa Joe here. No, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know if you want to tar him, big shot to the chest. And another one. I don't think you want to trade with someone as lethal as a striker, Samoa Joe. But now Joe begging him to bring more. And there goes Joe, adding more fuel to the fire with another chop. Back and forth we go here. And that time, it's Joe and Pac going one-on-one with the strikes, slugging it out. Who's going to get the upper hand? And it's Joe. Shot right across the face and drops him with an elbow explosion. My goodness. This early on into the exchange between Pac and Joe. And now look at this. Pac just telling him to bring it on. And look at this. Drops him with a huge Michinoku driver. The strength that this man possesses is, oh my goodness, it's crazy in a kick out by Samoa Joe. And now Joe on the defensive now. Man, I mean, it's better than nothing currently, because Pac has been on nothing but a defensive, just slaughtering by Joe, getting beat down, not even getting a glimpse of hope, not even a time to breathe inside or outside the ring here, as Pac is just getting rained to the post, and now once again drive into the post again. Wow. This match is just showing how much Samoa Joe is willing to go to get ahead in this tournament, to advance. He's trying to prove a point here to not only the Death Riders, but to Pac, to show that he is a world champion. He is world championship material. He's always been world championship material for most of his career. In any scenario, in any place that you put him, this man is either going to flourish or fall. And if he falls, he'll just get back up again. Wait a minute, Pac. Pac seizing the opportunity here. Rolling him up. Oh, and a kick out though by Joe. Close. So close for Pac. Close enough to almost getting the win there. It's a really sneaky win. It's like I said before, Pac will do anything and everything to get ahead And right there, face first goes Joe. And once more, Pac laying in the heavy leather of his own right to the face of Joe. Like earlier, similar to how Joe carried out his boots in the corner. And now it looks like Joe is bleeding from the side of his face. And Pac is looking to dish out more heavy offense here. Might be looking for that signature brutalizer of his. And now he has the dominant positioning. Is Joe gonna tap out? That man is a heavy man, but I don't think he has it fully locked in. It doesn't look like it. He has to get that really big grip stitched in, and I didn't think he got all of it. And now Joe might be looking to take advantage, but that time, Pac, I get sat down by Joe. Once again, Joe is always happy to dish out more punishment to his adversaries as much as he can. Now with this mojo, I have planner shot to the back. Here we go, he trapped in the arm. Here we go, crossface. Center of the ring is Pac gonna tap this late into the matchup. Maybe not, and this time he gets out of it. He escapes the crosshairs of Joe. For the meantime, at least, as he counteracts Pac here. Kick to the midsection and sent hard into the turnbuckle. And now wait a minute, what? Samoa Joe has gone completely irate and that's attacking the referee. Joe might have just screwed himself out of the BCW World Heavyweight Championship and advancing in the tournament, but I don't think he cares. Coquina, what the hell's going on? Oh my God. Oh my God. No. Claudio, no. He's in the ring. Neutralizer. Claudio Castagnoli. Damn it. No, not like this, please. Not again. We saw this a couple weeks prior with Sean Spears helping out Charlie Dempsey. Not like this, please. No. Pac is up to his feet. The referee has come to. She's seeing everything on full black. Arrow. Not like this. Pac very hesitant to get the cover. Back press. Not like this. No. Damn it. Oh my goodness. You can't be serious. You can tell Pac did not want the match to end. Like, wait a minute. What? Whoa. Konosuke Takeshita. The man that Pac will be facing in the semifinals. He's in anarchy. Once again. And now he's making a huge statement. There's nothing that the referees can do about it. Raging fire to Pac. Could this be the scenes of what could happen in the semifinals?